Mickey and Phil, of course, from Motörhead, joining me here in New York City. Welcome back to Headbangers Ball. Hello. Now you guys toured with Black Sabbath before, actually. So how have these dates been going already?
Really bad, actually. We've had a terrible sound on stage most days, but we deliver. You know, I mean, we always deliver anyway. So, but it's a drag when you don't enjoy it yourself so much, you know.
Well, Motörhead, of course, celebrating their 20th anniversary, so congratulations for that.
This month.
Congratulations, but I have to get kind of down to the nitty-gritty, and if you could explain why Wurzel left the band for us, set the record straight.
He turned into somebody else and we didn't know him anymore, so he left. He was lonely.
I can relate to that, actually.
Yeah, right.
Good luck to him, you know. Hope he's doing all right.
He wanted to become a landlord of a pub or something like that. You know?
What he was.
So you're continuing as a trio, which is nothing new to Motörhead, of course, because you've had 10 years of being as a trio. But what's it like to gone back to that format, playing live again?
Cleaner.
Yeah.
Really good now. It's tight. It's Motörhead is loud, fast, and dirty, you know. And now it's you can really hear what we're playing as well. So it's a good,
clean, awesome machine.
Because Wurzel did actually play a little bit on the record, didn't he? But the production's a lot rawer, in keeping with the kind of the live sound as well, I would guess.
Rawer, that's very good. Pun there, you know.
But why did you kind of take that direction with the new record, Sacrifice?
It's just what happened when we started writing, you know. We don't have a plan. I mean, Motörhead's never had a plan, you know. We just bungle through life, banging into things mainly, you know. Like.
I said it's a heavy train going. 93 was it?
Using the points, you know, we don't know what we're doing, you know. We're just fooling around, you know.
But the last two albums are a lot more cleaner and bigger production. This is, to me, this is a lot more back to early Motörhead in the sound, and also in the songs, I think.
Well, they said Burner was back to the old Motörhead sound too, you know. I mean, there's always.
So what's this? What makes this record then? Before Motörhead, maybe? That was the early.
What was the question? Sorry.
The question was, who are you?
Well, I'm here in Leningrad, St. Petersburg Square. Whatever. There you go.
It used to be the capital of Russia once, you know.
I thought it was Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland.
But how is it for you, Phil, with some of the material that had twin guitars on it? Did you have to work a little bit extra hard?
Well, that's great. I just think about the extra money.
All right, well, we'll talk to Motörhead some more. We're talking to them about the new album, Sacrifice, and very shortly we're going to show you the very first showing ever of the title track of the new record. That's to come, but right now we're going to turn the clock back to the Bastards album and show you Motörhead on video. Well,
I know.
Bastardos in Spain.
Bastardos album. We're going to show you Burner.
And remember,
back with Motörhead now. The guys are celebrating their 20th anniversary together. New album Sacrifice is out now in Europe and doing well. Lemmy, Phil and Mickey here with me in near Central Park in New York actually. And you guys, you've been somewhat cynical about the way that the UK has treated Motörhead. So how was it when you finally got back there a few weeks ago?
It was like we'd never been away. It was great.
It was good as well.
Good, no.
Well, that's always an important thing.
Seriously, it was like we'd never been away. It was like going back, you know. It was fine. No problem. Usually isn't with the fans, it's the media that drum it up, you know.
Yeah, of course, I know.
Three great shows there. Brixton was absolutely fantastic. I think it got good reviews too, didn't it? In Kerrang and Metal Hammer.
Especially by the drummer, the Swedish, the
Well,
Swedish
they never
drummer.
liked my drum solo also, but
Never mind, Mickey, it's because you play it in Swedish, eh?
huh? It was a Swedish drum solo and everything, man.
I make the light to see. Beautiful as R&B. I make the lane to walk. Come around and pop your collar. One man, thingy man, gonna hit the back outside. Oh, with you, walk the light. With the light to translate time. I'm alone, I'm the lamb, to the willing sad. I'm everything they say I am. I'm so bad, baby, I don't care.
I'm glad you guys are here in person because I'd like you to explain the lyrics and the concept behind the video because it's more than a little bit controversial as you're about to see. It's a brutal video.
We are showing things that happened. Things in the video happened. You can't stop them happening by not looking at them, right? It's pretending that it never happened. It don't work. It's part of history. In his time, Napoleon was known as the beast of Europe. In 50 years, it'll be all right to show Hitler too, you know. We're showing Hitler as an example of like brutality at its worst, you know. And it was him, not the German people I'm getting at. You know, that guy made it all happen, you know, so. And Mussolini too, you know, and Italy the same, and Stalin. We got them all in there. It's not just Hitler, you know.
Tortellini's in there as well. He was a Tortellini, he was a bastard.
Totally, he was in there, yeah.
You like the way it ties in with the lyrics as well?
Yeah, Sacrifice is pretty apt, you know. Put on this uniform, son, and march into machine gun fire.
I can
Smiling,
relate to that.
laughing and singing while you do it, you know.
a lot of people thought the album was called Motorious first. It was out in Europe at first.
I wanted to call the album Fluffy Hands. But nobody would
But we
go.
wouldn't let him.
I'm glad you didn't
He
actually.
doesn't have fluffy hands, look.
Well, thank you for explaining that because I think it's important that when you see the video you understand the concept behind it and also how it ties in with the lyrics. This video is very brutal. We are warning you that in advance. There's a lot of war.
Warning him of what?
Well,
Warning
you know,
him against
if
history.
anybody's a bit squeamish,
Warning him against
Now
history.
they're gonna go, all right, now it's that was a brutal video.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of footage and war footage and stuff like that. So here we go, Motörhead, title track of the album, Sacrifice. Alrighty, there you go. That was the first ever showing of the title track of Motörhead's new album, Sacrifice. Food for thought there. And we're still talking to the guys, Lemmy, Mickey and Phil here in New York. And carrying on a little bit, talking about the new album, Sacrifice. On the last album, the last 2 or 3 albums, you really experimented a lot, but this album seems to me a lot more return back to basics for Motörhead.
Experiments.
Well, yeah, but one thing I really like about this record is the energy of it. Is that something you were really happy about?
I think it's an album that reflects what we did before, you know what I mean? We did a great tour on Bastards, we did a great record, Bastards was a great record, and you know, we went in the studio, did the same thing, 5 weeks, bam, 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 the album was done, and it came out the way it did. Because if you have a hard year before, he always laughs, I'll tell you about that. If you have a hard year touring and stuff, you know, I mean, you gotta go in the studio and maybe do crap, you know.
Yeah, we were like on fire after when we went in the studio. We was on fire, literally, like we were straight off tour. You know.
Nobody's given me a copy of the album. I've heard it.
Philly were great.
But is anger and frustration still like a continued influence?
Well, with that frustration, what would you have to complain about? You know what I mean, you need somebody to blame. I mean, in the music business, there are a lot of prime targets. I'm really pleased for them, you know.
Look at them walking across the crossing there.
Long after they remember them, I'll tell you that. So screw them.
Anger at something. Right now we anger because we haven't sound checked in 2 weeks, so we're starting to get a bit pissed.
Well, we better put that to rights. So very quickly, plans for the future in the next few weeks when you finish here in the States?
Well, I'm having breast implants. And Mickey's going to explode.
I'm exploding, yeah. Phil?
And I'm going to eat them both.
Slowly.
There's not a lot I can say to that, really, is there?
There isn't, Vanessa.
I thought you had a sex change.
I did, but I couldn't come up with anything I liked.
Anyway, something a bit special is happening tonight in New York City. Apart from the gig, we're going to be showing you some live footage. Also, coming up right now, we're going to cross over to Motörhead's album launch party at the Harley Davidson Cafe and show you some highlights of those festivities.
And
so
we will be a bit more
drunk. Actually, I shall be a lot more drunk.
right. Well, we'll watch out for that. But anyway, for now,
Get the back of the head later. What?
for now, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you, dear.
And here's the Motörhead album launch party.
See you.
Bye.
Well, the thing about Motörhead I always liked was the rough edge to it. I mean, the new album, they got into the ballads, they've gone away from that now. It's more of a return to what they used to do. It's true Motörhead. It's not Lemmy trying to sing you a love song. It's Lemmy being Lemmy. I mean, the reason Motörhead is successful is Lemmy.
very fucking sick. Motörhead is sicker than ever.
Like when I was a little boy, I used to play along to them and stuff like that. You know, like Ace of Spades and all that original stuff was incredible, man. Big influence on me. I know it was a big influence on the Cro-Mags, the original band I was in.
Lemmy is rock and roll. He is Elvis, he's God. And the drummer's really good too.
Well, first of all, Mickey's the most burning metal drummer there is. I won't kiss his ass. But even if I didn't sleep with him, I would say this, that he is one of the finest drummers on the planet. And Motörhead killed, and they're stronger than ever, and they're a better band than they ever were.
But I'll tell you what, I paid him a lot of money for this shit, though.
It's just Lemmy. He just walks around. He's been around for so long. He's just wicked sick.
It's great to be on the road with Sabbath again. We're having a great, jolly old time, I think.
Absolutely, champ. Absolutely fucking spiffing.
Fantastical.
See you later. Who's that?
I will be the watcher. Over the sea. Many miles before me. Long as it's to be. Looking out the demons. Bring them all to trial. I see the face. The shadows.